For 9 videos, we've seen 3 different build teams prep and then take their cars on Hot Rod Power Tour. There was Lou and Jared from CarFix who installed an Edelbrock water pump and throttle body on their 68 Camaro. When they got to Power Tour, they took a look at some pretty crazy cars.
Now this is just cool. 67 Mustang Fastback. It's one of the prettiest Mustangs ever made.
What happens when you have a 1952 railway truck and a Ford F-150? You have the Happiness Beer Company truck.
Here's some unseen footage of some other cars they looked at.
So we're looking at a 61 Ford F-100, and this is the unibody short bed. These things are just gorgeous trucks. I mean, they just have the right look from the factory. Basically, all you have to do is just lower them a little bit, and you're golden. So he's got an LS3 in here making over 500 horsepower. Nice automatic in the back of it, 4L70E, but they box the frame. It's actually static the way it's sitting right now, which means that it's not on airbags. So what you see is what you get. It's on coilovers. This is how cool it looks going down the highway or sitting here in the parking lot. So the interior is pretty cool too because it's got a satin white. So this guy's got really good taste because he played with the satins and the gloss finishes really well. It's almost elegant, you know? Here, this takes us to where this truck is a unibody. Now it's still a full frame vehicle, so it's not a unibody per se like a Camaro that we just did, that we have here on the Power Tour. That car's a unibody because the entire body is essentially the chassis. The chassis is basically sheet metal. It's not a big heavy frame like this truck. So they boxed it, they're on the coilovers, they got plenty of power and plenty of strength. But this is just the neatest detail right here. You can see it's unibody because there's no separate bed. It's there, but it's all part of the cab, and that's what helps these to look so clean, so cool, and I want.
And after checking out some other people's cars, they put their Camaro to the test. We also followed 24-year-old Zack Sullivan, who after inheriting his grandfather's garage, took his prize 68 Barracuda on Hot Rod Power Tour, complete with an Edelbrock E-Force supercharger. Zack also got to meet some amazing people along the way.
Out here we got Chairman Grant Lynch. Grant, how long's this track been open?
We opened in '69. We're the steepest racetrack in NASCAR at 33 degrees. We hold a whole lot of the competition records out there.
I'm here with the MC Jeff. He wants to check out the car and see what's under the hood.
Yeah, all I've heard is rumblings about this thing. Tell me about it. Vinyl top with some little acne maybe going on?
A little bit of rust.
Little patina?
Oh, the rust is a little weight reduction is what I call
Weight reduction,
it.
okay, like Swiss cheese. All right, so it's got the original 318 under the hood.
No, got rid of that.
You got rid of that?
Yeah.
Well, what do we got?
We started with the 318, then I went to a 340, stroked out to a 418.
And now what?
I blew that one up.
Doing what?
Racing people, blowing everyone off on the street and the track.
Racing people, okay?
Yeah. So then I went through a 360, 5.9 out of a 98 Dodge Durango. Threw
Okay.
that in there. I went through a rod last year. So then I ended up buying an Oak 2 Camaro, had an LS1 with a T56 Chevy. Well, let's put that in there. Let's see what that does.
Hashtag LS everything?
LS everything.
Come
That's
on.
what we got.
Okay.
You gotta see this.
God bless America. Dude, this is so awesome. So what are your plans for it?
Just keep building from here. I mean,
Well, I know keep building. Someone asked me, well, now that you're done with this, Jeff, well, you know, are you done modifying the
never be
55?
done.
Well, someone asked me that about my car. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, it's a hot rod. You're never done modifying your hot rod.
Zack sees the tradition that his grandfather passed down of going as fast as you can with what you got. But he broke a different tradition when he LS swapped his Barracuda, but to put it to the test, he drag raced a Hemi.
we were there, but I still had him buy a few cars, and I mean, for what I got in this car, I'm real happy with what it did.
Then finally, there's myself and the editors here at Hot Rod Magazine. We took a 2012 Camaro that's kind of been passed around for a bunch of different magazines. We put an E-Force supercharger and took it on Power Tour. After driving this on Hot Rod Power Tour, we decided to take a trip down to Edelbrock to see just how these parts are made. So you're actually going to be foolish enough to let me be hands-on with one of these things.
I certainly will. You take the lid, just gonna line up the holes. Loctite on each.
So I'm not getting paid for this, to be clear. They're getting free labor right now. We're here in the quality control lab, accurate to how many thousands?
This thing is about taking a hair and splitting it into 10 pieces, and about one of those pieces is how accurate this machine can be up to.
That's amazing. I can't even understand that.
Yeah.
Way too small for my mind to comprehend. And don't worry, if you're not a Camaro guy, we got to see something in Edelbrock coming down the line for you off-road guys. And you might ask, what is a Jeep doing at Edelbrock? Well, this is a vehicle they're actually doing some R&D on, and it has a prototype supercharger under the hood. So we're gonna get a sneak peek at something they're working on here before it's even in production. They've got this E-Force supercharger that they designed mounted up on top of the V6, and it's in the testing phase, the calibration phase. They're getting this thing dialed in before they officially release it. And we at Hot Rod are firm believers anything can be a hot rod, and that is a testament to that right there. All right, well, that's it for this series presented by Edelbrock. Please remember to like, comment, and share. And for some fantastic speed parts, head over to edelbrock.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next Hot Rod Power Tour.